So, let's talk about MorphVOX Pro. It's this piece of software that makes a really bold promise to give you a totally new voice, a whole new identity online. I mean, for gamers and creators, that sounds amazing, right? But does it actually deliver? Well, let's dig in and find out.
Think about it. Have you ever wished you could completely change your voice online? Maybe to really get into character during a game, or to bring your D&D session to life? Or, hey, maybe just to have a little fun in a voice chat? That is the exact idea behind MorphVOX Pro.
All right, first things first, what's the big promise here? Let's take a look at what MorphVOX Pro actually claims it can do for you.
Okay, so at its core, this thing is marketed as a pretty high-end tool. It uses what they call superior voice learning technology to completely alter your voice. And the main target? Online gaming for sure. It's all about letting you fully immerse yourself, whether you're playing as, say, a grumpy dwarf or a mighty giant.
So what makes it pro? Well, that title isn't just for show. It turns out, under the hood, MorphVOX Pro is absolutely packed with features that promise a huge amount of control over how you sound.
And yeah, the feature list is pretty extensive. You've got these advanced voice learning algorithms for better quality, full integration with your games and chat apps, and a massive library of voices and sounds. Plus, you get some really clever tools, like a backgrounds feature and hotkeys, so you can swap voices on the fly. And check this out. This backgrounds feature is a really clever touch. It lets you add ambient noise into your audio stream, so you could be sitting in your perfectly quiet room, but make it sound like you're stuck in a crazy traffic jam or wandering through a busy shopping mall. It's a simple idea, but it's a fantastic tool for pranks or just some creative storytelling.
But here's the thing that matters to every single gamer out there: performance. A voice changer is totally useless if it makes your game lag and stutter, right? Well, MorphVOX Pro makes a specific point to highlight its low CPU and bandwidth usage, promising your gaming experience is going to stay smooth. And that, my friends, is a big deal.
Okay, so the marketing sounds great, the feature list is really impressive. But what's the reality of using it day to day? As always, the real story comes from the people who have actually shelled out the cash and used it. So it's time for a reality check.
And this is the big question, isn't it? Once you get past the slick sales stage and you dive into the forums and the user reviews, what's the actual verdict? Well, the answer, as it turns out, is, well, it's complicated.
See, on one hand, you have users like this. Their take is crystal clear. The software is powerful and it works perfectly. They argue that all the negative reviews come from people who just aren't willing to put in the time to learn the settings and tweak it just right. To them, it's a professional tool and it requires a little bit of patience.
But then, you get the complete polar opposite experience. This user says it only handles a couple of voice types well, and everything else just comes out as a mess. And even worse, they claim the software is so unstable it basically dies after a week. I mean, that is a drastically different picture. So who's right? Is it the power user who says it's brilliant, or the frustrated customer who says it's a broken mess? Well, that's where you come in. Now it's your turn to judge.
This really gets to the heart of the whole debate. It seems like your experience with MorphVOX Pro depends entirely on what kind of user you are. So are you a tinkerer, someone who actually enjoys diving into settings to get that perfect, high-quality result? Or are you more of a casual user, someone who just wants a plug-and-play tool for some quick, easy fun? Your answer to that probably determines whether you're going to love this thing or absolutely hate it.
So, how can you possibly know which camp you fall into without wasting your money? Well, thankfully, there's a pretty simple, risk-free way to find out. If you buy the software in Steam, you can take it for a 2-hour test drive. Go nuts, experiment with everything, and if it turns out it's not for you, you can request a full refund. No harm, no foul. So, is MorphVOX Pro a powerful tool or just a frustrating toy? The answer seems to be, it can actually be both. It all comes down to what you're looking for and how much effort you're willing to put in. But now, you know exactly how to find out for yourself, without any of the risk.